¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás? Ya, ahí está. Vamos a ver si se escucha. Ahí está, se escucha. Uy, ¿qué pasó? Ahí. Este juego es una aventura gráfica, pero un poco oscura. Es antiguo, pero no sé exactamente de qué tiempo es. Los gráficos no son excelentes, ¿no? Pero sí es bueno, muy bueno. Yo lo estuve jugando, pero voy a empezar una nueva partida.
My name is Susan Ashworth. I live alone in this old two-bedroom flat. I rarely go outside. Some would say it's a lonely life, and I guess that's true. But I don't like people's company. Not lately, anyway. I only trust my cats these days, and I will miss them dearly. But they will understand, like they always have. Teacup stays with me till the end. He watches me, as if he knew. Because earlier tonight, I swallowed a whole bunch of pills. They're legal, of course, prescribed by my doctor for my sleeping problems. But I've taken 34 of them, all I could find in the cupboard. And now the room around me spins in a blurry tango as my heart slows down. Any second now, I will be dead. I feel calm. I'm ready for it. I've only got one thing to say now. Thanks for nothing. Goodbye.
Triste, ¿no? A ver, me llegó algo. Esta aventura gráfica es muy buena, pero es... A ver, me llegó un mensaje, pero quiero ver. Tun, 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 tun. Como soy nuevo en esto, no sé muy bien cómo se hace. Ah, Rayeta76 me está siguiendo. Muchas gracias. Este juego es considerado point and click. Es raro, es gracioso porque Porque no se puede usar el mouse. O sea, point and click y no se puede usar el mouse. Bueno. Pero eso no lo quita, eso no quita que sea bueno. Supuestamente aquí ya se ha suicidado. O eso entiendo. Ahora hay que explorar, pues. Vamos a ver qué pasa. No se puede ir por acá, vamos a por otro lado. El sonido está muy bien logrado, ¿eh? Como que te sumerge que estás... ¿No? Y esos planos de fondo. Lo único que le puedo criticar es la calidad gráfica de los personajes. Eso nada más. Que no es tan nítida, ¿no? Pero eso no quita de nada. Si es un buen juego, sigue siendo buen juego a pesar de los gráficos. Dice, presiona arriba para abrir el menú. Entrar. Andas. Elige entre las opciones disponibles. Presiona Enter, ya. Ok. Este juego ya había pasado este juego hasta cierta parte, pero no lo juego hace tanto tiempo que ya me olvidé cómo se controlaba. Un toque. Mira. Color blanco y negro. El rojo siempre sobresale en la oscuridad, ¿no? En los blancos y negros. Me hace recordar la lista de Schindler, cuando ponen a la niña de rojo. Ay, se va a romper algo. La verdad. Ah, ya, la presentación del juego. Me asusta ese sonido. No, realmente asustó. Me asustó un segundo, pero me asustó. Ya no se puede avanzar más, así que aquí es la cosa. Examinar. La ambulancia bloquea el acceso a la salida. Quizá ni siquiera haya una salida. Ok, entonces vamos a abrir la puerta. Veamos qué hay adentro. Ok. ¿Se puede? Del otro lado tampoco hay nada. A ver, de repente se termina rompiendo esto que está cuando pasé. Lo bueno es que no se puede... Esta vez.
Huh? What's making that noise? Hello? Who's there? Answer me!
Esa es de la ambulancia, ¿cierto? Ah. Bueno, es evidente que soy yo misma, ¿no? A ver, mira de cerca. Soy yo, mi frío cadáver justo delante mío. ¿Qué hace aquí? Voltear cabeza, abrir los ojos, abrir la boca. Va a profanar su propio cadáver. Quiero examinar. Me veo tan tranquila. Voltear cabeza. A ver. Ups. Abrir los ojos. Ok. Mis ojos, casi lo único que me gustaba de mí. Incluso ahora todavía brillan un poco. Bueno, realmente está perforando su cadáver. ¿Esa es una llave en su boca? ¿En mi boca? Mejor me la llevo. Ya, ese es para la casa, supongo. Presione abajo para abrir el inventario, dice. Allá, ok. Examinar. No hace mucho, ni siquiera una llave podía abrir mi boca. No hace mucho, ni siquiera una llave podía abrir mi boca. Ah, supongo que era muy callada, algo así. Ahora encuentro que había una dentro. Ok, interesante. No desaparece el menú de arriba. Ahora sí, desapareció. Pues algo se va a caer. Bueno, eso es automático. Hmm. ¿Qué es este animalito acá? Ok. A ver, ¿entro o me voy por el ciervo? ¿Qué hice? No soy tan fuerte para sacarlos con las manos. A ver, otra vez. Definitivamente hay algo ahí. No puedo decirlo con certeza, pero parece un interruptor. Un sacrificio demasiado prolongado puede tornar de piedra el corazón. ¿Se necesitará otro sacrificio para devolverlo a la normalidad? Quizás sea una tontería, es solo una vieja máquina después de todo. Late el corazón bastante cuando está cerca de acá. ¿Por qué? Bueno, entonces vamos por el ciervo. Despacito, despacito. No, igual se va. Igual si vayas despacio, vamos rápido. Un carro. Es como el infierno, algo así. Su propio infierno. Ah, otra vez ella. Primero hay que mirarlo. Mi cadáver colgando de un árbol. Debería estar asustada, pero solo me siento vacía. Espera, ¿qué es eso que brilla en su cuello? ¿Es una llave? ¿Otra llave? No lo alcanzo. Examinar. La soga tiene un nudo. Ya bueno, es evidente que tengo que desatarlo. Me tomaría horas deshacer este nudo. Pero deshazlo, pues. Estás muerta, lo que más tienes es tiempo. La puerta parece trabada desde el otro lado. O sea, no le da flojera deshacer el nudo. Y voy a tardar horas buscando con qué deshacerlo.
I can't remember this place. Am I lost?
Ah, no recuerdo. Está perdida. No recuerdo este lugar, está perdido. ¿No lo tradujeron? Sí, ha cambiado todo. Cuervo. Ah, vamos a seguir al cuervo. Este es el cuervo. Todo ha cambiado. Ah. Sí, efectivamente. El cuervo es la clave. Se murió el ciervo. ¿Quién hizo esto? ¿Hay alguien más aquí? Necesito cuchillo. Y se fue el cuervo. Ok. No, 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 no. Ya es nada. Cuchillo, usar. Ahora a profanar mi cuerpo. Otra llave. Bueno, evidentemente tengo que tomar la llave, pero quiero ver si hay algo más. Vacío. ¿Cómo suena? Como si estuviera rompiendo los huesos. Parezco como si estuviera durmiendo. Parezco como si estuviera durmiendo. 2 veces. Ahora sí, la llave. Ya, tengo una llave. Pero no tengo una puerta donde ir. ¿Para qué es la llave? Necesito un hacha o algo. Porque recuerdo que había unos tablones que abrir. Aquí no hay nada más. Había unos tablones y había un interruptor. Y ahora si me voy me perderé. No, parece que ya no. ¿Y este portón? ¿Dónde salió? Bueno, estoy en el infierno, así que supuestamente todo puede pasar. Bueno, creo que es el infierno. Pero primero quiero ver este Poké. Examinar. Qué exposición tan desagradable. Por lo menos no está en mi cabeza. Por lo menos no es en mi cabeza la que está entre las barras. Por lo menos no es mi cabeza la que está entre las barras. Allá. Bueno, cambio de música. Música de suspenso.
Welcome to my house, Susan Ashworth. I have been waiting for you, my dear.
Me conoce.
I knew you would turn up one fine day like this.
Who are you?
I have so many names, it's hard to pick one. But I'm curious, who do you think I am?
¿Eres Dios? ¿Eres el diablo?
An old lady who lives in the woods?
Am I really,
O sea, con
Susan?
esa voz creo que es
Are
una...
you that naive? Or perhaps you're too stubborn to see what I really am. I've waited all that time for you, and now you disappoint me.
You wasted your time waiting. I'm not worth waiting for. I'm just nobody. And you, to me, you're just a strange old woman sitting on a porch of her house. And those flowers you're holding.
Flor... Ah, sí, no
What
me
are
he dado
they
cuenta.
for anyway?
I'm going to put them on your coffin, dear, after everyone's gone.
I wouldn't bother. I hate flowers.
Odia las flores. Ok. ¿Qué es este lugar? ¿Qué
What
sucederá
will
ahora?
happen next?
Depends on you, Susan. Inside my house, there are dark hallways that lead to places you don't want to see. But there is also something that will make you want to return to where you came from and cherish every single little breath you take. I'm going to make you an offer, Susan. It's a chance only a fool would refuse.
Okay. An offer? What can you offer me?
Let's come inside. It's getting cold out here.
Bueno, están muertos. ¿Por qué tienen frío? Ay, quiero ver una cosita. Ya, simplemente estaba comprobando que se vea el video. No estoy seguro de ese video. Si me voy, me quedo. Me voy, me quedo.
Please don't touch anything, dear.
I wasn't going to.
You lied to the whole world, Susan. And you lied to yourself.
Ok. Una anciana en el bosque te habla así y tú la sigues. Bueno. Creo que mejor lo guardo por si vaya a pasar algo. Vamos a ponerle juego. Partida guardada correctamente. Ya, ok. Mirar. ¿Está ella realmente aquí? Quizá todo esto sea un sueño después de todo.
we can talk properly, my dear.
¿Seré castigada por tomar mi propia vida?
Will I be punished for taking my own life?
Most people would be, but not you, Susan. You see, I watched you long enough to understand how you feel. I don't expect you to believe me, but I actually have sympathy for you. Who knows, I could be your only friend. The only friend in the whole wide world. So like I said, I'm going to make you an offer. I want to help you. I will give you back your happiness in exchange for a simple task. Your life will change completely. You will be yourself again. And you will soon forget the sadness that has consumed your heart for years.
Un ofertón. Ya, si pongo que quieres que haga, seguro que va a continuar la historia, así que quiero ver otras cosas. A ver si puedo ahondar más en la trama.
I still don't really know who you are.
I go by many names.
La muerte debe
I've
ser.
never paid much notice to what the living call me. But there is one name the fallen ones use when I speak to them. I find it most accurate. The Queen of Maggots.
La reina de las larvas.
Is that what you are? Why, maggots?
Because they feed on what's dead and gone.
Ok.
Dead and gone. I guess that's me. Is there anyone else here?
I thought you liked being alone. Isn't that why you ran away from everyone?
It doesn't matter.
I was standing right behind you when you threw away all those photographs, you know? I brushed your hair every night you cried yourself to sleep. I saw everything. I know what you want, but it's not here. It's gone, and it will never, ever come again.
Ok. No va a volver nunca. Tiene un hijo muerto, algo muerto, un gato muerto, no sé.
I have no reason to live. Please, just let me go. I tried. I really did. But it's never going to be okay.
Who knows, maybe, but one way or the other. This isn't the end of your story. It's only the beginning, my dear, and there are great things waiting for you. Believe me.
Ok. Entonces sigamos.
What do you want me to do?
Yes, I think it's time to explain. But where are my manners? We're still in the hall. This is not a place for a serious
¿La hace más
talk.
larga?
Follow me to the next room. I'll tell you everything you need to know.
What's your offer then? What can you fix that life has destroyed?
Susan, death can fix nothing. But though we are both dead, I am not death. I might seem just like a strange old woman to you, but I'm just as powerful as gods.
La reina de las
I
larvas.
chose you, Susan Ashworth. I'll need you to go back and face 5 people. They're not ordinary people. They're very special. Just like you. Only in a slightly different way.
Un combate a muerte. Street Fighter. Bueno, no creo, ¿no? Pero igual. Vamos a apuntar. Son 5 personas, dijo, ¿no? De repente sirve de dato curioso para más adelante. Ah, me hubiese ido por atrás.
What makes you think I want to go
Si se quería
back?
suicidar, ¿por qué quiere volver?
I finally did it. I killed myself. That's all I ever wanted. And yet, it turns out to be just another failure. I want this suffering to stop.
Dear, dear Susan, you don't realize that the suffering never stops, do you? It only gets worse. This place is a passage between the world of the living and the world of the dead. You enter one of these corridors and you never come back. But you don't cease to exist. You remain.
Ok. Bueno, para continuar supongo que son unas 5 personas. Pero vamos a hacerlo más larga. ¿Por qué me elegiste?
I'm a failure. Why did you choose me? Aren't you afraid I will let you down, whatever it is I have to do? Most days, it's enough of a struggle to crawl out of bed. I don't see the point in anything. I just want to disappear. And I hate everyone else because they know how to be happy. Everywhere I turn, there are people filled with hope and will to live. Or people so pitiful, they make me ashamed to be alive.
Ah, qué triste su
I
historia.
don't want them. There's nobody there for me. I am alone. I just want to vanish.
This is the very reason I chose you, Susan Ashworth. I know how you feel, because I felt like this myself for a very long time.
Entonces ella fue humana.
You and me are very much alike.
En algún momento
If
fue
you
humana.
succeed, you will never feel broken again.
Por el perfil. Bueno, no sé, por las gráficas también no. Parece que es el futuro de ella. O simplemente será coincidencia. Ya vamos a continuar.
Those 5 people, who are they?
The parasites, that's what I call them. They don't know each other, but their destinies are bound together.
Parásitos.
You will have to keep your eyes open and be constantly on guard. Those people will want to get closer to you. They might even pretend they are your friends, but don't let that fool you. They have nothing but cruel intentions. They'll want to hurt you, Susan. They'll want to kill you. As harmless as they might appear, parasites are the evil scum of the earth, and they all deserve to die.
Isn't my life bad enough without them?
Don't be frightened. You will have a great advantage over them. They
90.
don't know that you know. Do you understand what it means?
No.
You will become my hunter, serving punishment for their sins. A tool of destruction, a dark angel walking through the river of blood. You'll find your purpose in life, and you see for the first time how satisfying it can be.
But how will I recognize them?
There isn't a great deal of people in your lonely life, is there, Susan? You will know when you see them. Bring those deceitful bastards in
Sí,
front
¿cómo
of me,
aumentas el voz?
and we'll make them regret for everything they've done.
Bueno, evidentemente quiere los que los maten, ¿no? Pero
Are you expecting me to kill them?
No, Susan, I'm expecting you to fight for survival. To do everything you can to defend yourself. I know you're not a murderer. Quite the opposite, actually. You're a good person. But I also know that you don't want to suffer. And those people will want to cause you pain. They won't hesitate. In the end, you might have no choice. Think of it as gardening. If there were weeds among the flowers, you'd pull them out, wouldn't you? You'd get rid of them without thinking
Una
twice
manera
about
bastante
it.
simple
I'm not
para una
really a
vida humana.
gardening type, but I see your point.
I'm glad. And remember this, you are not the only victim. If you don't stop them, the killing will continue. Innocent people will die. You have the opportunity to make the difference. And a chance to save yourself.
Bueno, no tienes otra opción. No puedo hacerlo, es demasiado.
I can't do this. It's too much. Dealing with criminals is a job for the police, not someone like me.
Indeed, you are weak. That's why I have prepared a special gift for you. Immortality. You cannot die, Susan. You will always return to life no matter what happens
Das
to you.
mil maneras de morir.
What?
De Susan.
This is the last thing I wanted. Please, can't you just let me die?
I've made the decision. As long as they are alive, you cannot die.
Pero en sí es un castigo, ¿no? Porque si ella quería quitarse la vida, qué peor castigo que para una suicida que no poder morir jamás. Y volver a repetir y a repetir.
It's blackmail. You can't do that.
I'm doing it for your own good. Anyway, you are in no position to bargain with me. You will either go and do what you have to do, or suffer for eternity. Forever unable to find your peace.
Oye, ¿me ves? Supongo, no te creo.
This all must be just a weird dream. I don't believe you.
Susan, see this door here? Let's go inside. I want to show you something that will help you make up your mind. Follow me.
No quiero ir. No, no se puede. Ah,
Yes, it's you, Susan.
pero acá está más podrido, parece.
Closer. Say hello.
I don't want to look at it. Haven't I had enough yet? That body in the ambulance. Then the forest. But this place is... This is exactly what I was trying to run away from. I don't want to be here. Make it go away.
Me gustan
I thought it
los
would be
audios.
wise to give you a little taste of the suffering you'd endure. I want you to understand that you can keep going long after you can't.
Ok. Está más podrido. Y el cuervo también está ahí. Pero mira, mira. Voltea y mira el cuervo. Ya vamos a sacarla. Ahora vamos a usar la palanca con la vieja. Pareciera la muerte, ¿no? Pero... crucificada, completamente sola, en un lugar que lo ha cambiado todo. O sea, el lugar. Ese cuarto le recuerda algo. Debe ser su casa. De verdad que no quiero estar aquí. No me puedo ir.
Susan, it's time to make a decision. The parasites are coming, whether you want it or not.
Wow, qué
You
buena.
haven't really got much choice. You must stand up for yourself.
Sí, ya quiero hacerlo. Quiero hacerlo.
I'll do what you want.
Excellent. I'm glad you have put your trust in me.
I haven't really got anyone else.
You shall not regret this, my dear. Lights up.
We're back in the house.
Yes, but there is something else that must be done. You cannot leave my kingdom before a sacrifice is made.
What? Isn't it enough already?
Do not worry, my child. This is a mere formality I'm speaking of. The door to your world won't open unless you make a sacrifice of soul and a sacrifice of blood.
It doesn't sound good at
No
all.
suena para nada,
See
nada
those
bien.
candles here? Just blow one out, and that's it. Like I said, it's just a formality. Then on your way out, you will have to shed a few drops of blood. Not much, just a bit. Enough to open the door.
Ok,
How
solo poquito.
much exactly?
Don't be afraid. It's easy. Anyone can do it. Just a sharp scratch. Is that how you used to say it?
Bueno, si voy a apagar las velas, supongo que es el alma de alguien cada vela.
Tell me about the sacrifice of soul.
Like I said, it's just a formality. See those candles here? Just blow one out, and that's it.
But which one?
You can choose. It doesn't matter as long as you do it.
Fine. I'll do that. Wish me luck, strange lady.
I do. When you leave my house, head to the field. That's where you should be. Goodbye, my child. I'm not going to be far.
Ok.
I've never been. You forgot to blow out the candle, Susan.
How did you...
Would you kindly do what I
Cuckoo.
asked you?
Quería abrirla. Quería tocar el cuadro. Ya. Vamos a... ya ves.
They left me no choice, Alice. Maybe one day you'll forgive me.
Ah. Ya sabía.
See how easy that was? Now, head back to the field. You've got a job to do, Susan.
¿Quiere pagar otra? No.
I think that's enough for now.
No puedo tocar.
What the... How did I get back here?
Es un laberinto interminable. Vale, ya la vi. El cadáver ya no ya. Ya tengo la palanca, con eso puedo abrir el tablón de madera que estaba por allá. No parece haber interruptores ni botones en esta máquina. Ya, efectivamente. ¿Cómo se enciende? Y aquí hay un interruptor. Pero tengo que usarlo para abrirlo. Palanca. Vaya, un agujero con sangre alrededor. Y yo quiero meter la mano para para prender un interruptor. Más que evidente, ¿no? ¿Qué va a pasar? Algo raro. El sacrificio de sangre. Bueno, será pues. No hay otra opción. No hay dónde ir tampoco. Meter la mano. Ok. Cierro la puerta. La cierra. Se encendió la sierra. Qué buena canción, ¿eh? Justo hablando de la música, Mikami. Dijo una gota de sangre, ¿no? Un par de gotas. Capítulo 2. Segundo primer aliento.
Yes, I do enjoy fine art. Thank you for noticing. There's a certain raw beauty to it that modern painters often fail to recreate. I always wanted to be an artist myself, but it'll be a long time before I can call myself that. I often say that patients are my canvas, but my job is more about restoration, obviously. I look at the damaged human minds and bring them back to their former beauty. I'm sorry, I'm probably boring you.
No, it's not that. It's just... It's been a difficult couple of days. I'd really like to go home.
Of course, and go home you will. As
Pasado,
soon as we've
presente.
done this little assessment, okay, you probably know how it works. I've read in your file you used to be a nurse.
Yes, I know very well how it works. You want to check if I'm nuts.
Well, I wouldn't use that expression, obviously. But yes, we have to make sure you're safe and figure out how to help you. Also, as a nurse yourself, you know there's always paperwork involved. These forms won't fill themselves. Honestly, Susan, you have nothing to worry about. This is just a formality. I could tell straight away that you are not nuts.
Fine. What would you like to know? I will answer all your questions. Then I'll go home, take a long shower, and catch up on sleep.
Wonderful. Let's see then. Where do we begin?
Justo la reina de las larvas le había advertido
She's
que...
awake, Doctor.
Good evening. It's good to see you awake at last. You're in the Cedar Lake Hospital. My name is Andrew. I'm one of the doctors. Would you confirm your name for me, please?
Susan Ashworth. ¿No? ¿Cómo se pronuncia? Ya de una vez su nombre.
Susan Ashworth.
Hello, Mrs. Ashworth. I'm glad to see you're all right. You're on the ward now. Your condition is stable. I can see your brain functions just fine and there's no permanent damage of any sort. We've checked your internal organs and they're fine too. You're a very lucky lady, Susan. You might experience extreme tiredness and lethargy for a couple of days, but that should soon pass. I would advise plenty of rest now. The nurses on this ward will take it from here. Please let them know if you need anything. Take care, Mrs. Ashworth. Please, don't try to speak. What did you say?
No dijo nada.
Don't worry, Mrs. Ashworth. Your arm is fine. No. There was nothing wrong with your arm, darling. Now calm down.
No es su brazo. No sé si es
Would you like me to get you
presente.
some water? Let me get you a drink. I'll be back in a second.
Agua. Ya. Bueno, la reina le dijo, el de las larvas le dijo que tenga cuidado con quienes, con alguien que aparentemente quiere ayudarla. Puede ser la enfermera, puede ser el psicólogo.
I'm sorry, Susan. Did I wake you? I have to take your blood pressure. 2 seconds and I'm gone. My name is Liz, by the way.
Liz.
I'm sorry. I know this isn't very nice. Believe me, I hate waking people up just for this. But being a nuisance is part of my stupid job, unfortunately. Oof, I hate this place. Tell you what, Susan. Can I call you Susan? So anyway, I shouldn't say it, but you know I'm going to anyway. You are so lucky. It's crazy. You doing what you've done, and her walking in, seeing what she saw. That was a chance. 1 in a million.
¿Quién miró?
I'm not making any sense again, am I? I'm tired. They're working us to death here, you know. Modern day slavery. One day I'll tell them what I really think. I swear I will. Ah, and here
Está
it is.
estresada.
You've got the blood pressure of an 18-year-old. Just wanted to say you're lucky, I think. And that I hope you've changed your mind about some things. Got to go, but I'll see you later. You take care, sweetheart, yeah?
A ver, ¿qué se puede hacer acá? Oh. ¿Qué pasó?
Bad
Liz.
dream.
Yeah, a really bad one.
I knew it. I could see as soon as I came in the room that you were having a nightmare. I guess I shouldn't have woken you up. What was it about?
Ya vamos a compartir ya, para que me diga algo interesante. Cuando compartes algo, ella también va a contestar algo seguro. En cambio, si me muestro muy callada, se va a quedar callada ella también.
I was burnt alive.
Actually, it reminds me of something that happened the other
¿Ya ves?
day. There was this woman on the emergency unit, and she really wanted to smoke, you know? But they wouldn't let her, of course. She wasn't well at all, not just injured, but not right in the head. She was on 10 litres of oxygen through the face mask. She had to stay in bed, she was told. But she wouldn't listen, of course, and as soon as they'd left, she lit up a fag. The whole room went up in flames, and so did she.
Ok, ¿y eso se le cuenta a un paciente?
Guess you didn't really want to know that, did you? That's just me and my big gob. Typical. I never know when to shut up.
Hubo un incendio con un cigarro.
What was your name again?
I forgot to introduce myself, didn't I? I always do that. So sorry, Susan. My name is Elizabeth. But you can call me Liz, like everyone else.
You're here a lot. Every time I open my eyes, I see you.
They make auxiliaries do crazy hours here. Seriously, I feel like I've got no life sometimes. I'll be here till the morning. To be honest, I keep coming here to hide. Please don't give me away. I just want to rest my legs for 2 minutes, that's all.
Bueno, Elizabeth está estresada de su trabajo.
What happened to me?
Well, how much do you remember?
I took some pills, and I fell asleep in the chair. I remember how the room kept spinning around me slowly. I felt so calm, and then...
¿Lo vas a contar? Cuéntale.
all of a sudden, I was on the field of barley. It was great at first. I felt happy. I was free. But it soon got worse. There was this tunnel, but there was no light at the end of it, only darkness. Then I got lost in the woods. There was my dead body hanged on the tree, a burning car, and a crow, and a deer. I heard something behind the trees, but I didn't dare to look. Then I found the house. The old woman who lived there. I think she was death.
Bueno, le está contando exactamente
Or
todito.
maybe she was the devil. I'm not sure. She said they call her the Queen of Maggots. She said I should go back, gave me another chance. And so, here I am. Weird dream, eh?
Maybe it
Un
wasn't
poquito.
a dream. I really believe in that sort of stuff. It's not impossible.
It felt real, but it was just a dream. Can you now tell me who found me and what happened?
Well, your body went into a coma. You were lucky she came home and found you. I
¿Quién
told you
ella?
that before.
What? Who found me?
Your daughter, of course.
Hija.
She called an ambulance. If it wasn't for her, you'd sure be dead now,
Hija?
Susan.
My daughter?
Yes. Why? Why'd you look so pale all of a sudden, Susan?
I don't have a daughter.
¿Ya ves?
Whoever she is, she lied.
But why would she do that?
How should I know? I was in a coma, apparently.
Pero creo que sí
So
tuvo una
she
hija alguna
lied.
vez.
It doesn't change the fact that you owe her your life.
I was fine. I didn't ask for any help.
Oh,
Sorry.
me gustan las voces, me encantan las voces.
How long have I been here?
I was told you arrived at the hospital at 7 in the evening. You had a cardiac arrest in the ambulance. They had to resuscitate you. Your heart stopped beating for nearly a minute, but they managed to bring you back. You went to the intensive care unit where they gave you a dose of antidote and pumped your stomach. As soon as your condition was stable, they brought you on this ward. It's called Dime Ward. I call it Die Ward, because all the patients who come here want to die. It's a suicide watch unit. That's why it's so strict. You have to be careful. Nurses here are trigger happy with the sedatives.
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
Quiero saber de ella. ¿Por quién es? Sí, el doctor debe referirse al psiquiatra que me estaba analizando. Pero ella también es sospechosa, ¿no? Me empieza a hablar cosas así muy fuertes de la nada. Así que quiero saber más de ella.
Tell me something more about yourself.
Me? I'm a nobody. I'm just a hard-working girl. We all have to pay our bills somehow, right? I rent a room not far from here. There are 2 other girls living in the house. One is an auxiliary nurse, like me. She's always sick. The other one is a stripper. At least I think so. She's never home at night.
Maybe she works at night, like you.
Yeah, but I don't leave for work wearing red stockings and heels, do I?
No, you're right. You're a real nurse, not some man's fantasy of one.
I used to do all that for my boyfriend. You know, dress up as a sexy nurse and all. Well, I did it just once, really. He didn't like it that much. He didn't like me that much either. Broke up with me last Valentine's Day. Of all the days, he chose that one, eh? He never told me why, but I don't care anymore.
Rompió en San Valentín con el lazo, qué feo. Ya tiene 2 amigas, una es stripper, dijo, ¿no? Y la otra no me acuerdo. A ver,
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X. He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him, but you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know. I don't know what to believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you, but Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair. Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again.
Linda.
Now why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay? He's got a weird smell.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
O cebolla.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, But he got some really private stuff out of me.
No, pero es que sea muy
Really
difícil.
private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about.
Acabas de contar
And we
casi
haven't
toda tu
even
vida a una
started
extraña.
those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
Sure. But it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those
Cierto.
pills. Did you see this daughter of mine?
No, sorry, Susan. Apparently, she came in the ambulance with you. But then she remembered something and had to go. I think someone mentioned she went in quite a hurry.
Of course she did. She was worried I'd ask her what she was doing in my flat.
Saving your life?
Do I really have to give her a benefit of the doubt just because of that?
One would assume so. That girl is a hero. Maybe
Sí.
real heroes always leave before their identity is revealed.
Or she was a burglar, attempting to steal from me.
That's a possibility too. Have you got anything very precious in your flat?
Sus gatos.
Maybe.
Quiero saber más del doctor.
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Doctor. He comes on the ward often. Usually, I don't know what to believe. All I know is he's been very friendly but Dr. X usually stopped. He actually offered me some free week.
What are they saying?
Oh yeah. Nurses. One girl I know.
Está
Stupid.
repitiendo lo mismo.
Well, now why? Dr. X. I don't know, but it must have been. I bet he'll be.
No, está repitiendo lo mismo. Pensé que iba a decir algo nuevo.
He's got a weird.
What do you...
He's.
Oh,
Now that I'll tell you. I don't agree, and we haven't. So.
sure. I think
Bueno, no hay otra opción.
I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan. They will be watching you.
How do I know
Ellos.
you're not one of them?
You don't.
Exactamente.
But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up. Right?
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan.
Ya de una vez.
This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship with him?
Su padre. Me puedo inventar mi historia. Sí. Veo que todo estaba bueno. Todo era bonito. ¿Ya?
Yeah. I had a great dad.
A ver con qué me sale.
I have very fond memories of my father. He was always there for me, no matter what I did. He never got angry or upset. I suppose I never really gave him any reasons to be. I was a good child. Not perfect. But then again, no one's perfect. Whatever made me try to kill myself, it definitely has nothing to do with him.
Where is he now?
He died 6 years ago. Cancer.
Do you miss him?
Of course I miss him. How can you even ask me that?
It's my job to ask these questions, Susan. Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
I can't complain. My mum was great. She brought me up well. Me and her, we were like best friends, like soulmates. We did everything together. She passed away 7 years ago. When Dad first got diagnosed with cancer, it was too much for her. He kept pretending he was fine, but she just couldn't take it. Her heart gave up. She died quickly. My father kept fighting it. Another 8 months of illness and intensive chemo finally beat him, though. He thought he was unbeatable, but he wasn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
Ay, ¿qué pasó?
I need to get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
El solo mirar esta almohada me hace imaginarme cuánta gente habrá muerto con la cabeza apoyada ahí. Estoy segura que fue lavada muchas veces desde entonces, pero aún así me da escalofríos. ¡Ay! Ahora que lo pienso, yo misma casi muero aquí. Espera, de hecho, sí morí por un momento, ¿o no? Mira debajo. No hay nada interesante debajo de la almohada. Ok, en la cama. No, ya me levanté, ya no quiero acostarme otra vez. Reloj. Las agujas están paradas a las 18. Paradas. Seguro está roto, o quizás solo necesita baterías nuevas. O el tiempo se ha detenido. Guantes. Está lleno de guantes de látex de 3 tamaños distintos. Tomar guantes. Muchos guantes. Lavabo. Abrir agua caliente. ¿Tengo una pulsera? ¿Dónde salió la pulsera? Es una pulsera del hospital. Tiene mi nombre, mi fecha de nacimiento y el número... Ah, ya, mi identificación. Ok. Pesados, dice. Vamos a cerrar. Es una lista de medicamentos para el paciente de la habitación 2. ¿Soy yo? Sí, soy yo. Estoy bajo muchos tranquilizantes al parecer. Lo que me están dando podría noquear un caballo y darle jaqueca por una semana también. También podría causar alucinaciones y paranoia. Qué bizarro. ¿Por qué querrían darme todo esto? No estoy loca de esto. De eso estoy segura. Si hay alguien loco aquí, es quien me dio toda esta medicación sin una buena razón médica. ¿Por qué está tan medicada, verdad? Un ramo de crisantemos. Odio las flores. Sí, ya, oler. No me gustan las flores, tampoco me importa cómo huelan. Tomar. Y lo como yo. No me gustan las flores. No soy especialmente. Bueno, queda evidente que no le gustan las flores. Es una lista de medicamentos para el paciente de la habitación 1 y algunas observaciones. Según esto, su nombre es Ann Burton de 35 años. A ver, por si acaso apunto esto. 35 años. Está tomando un montón de tranquilizantes y tiene una larga historial de abusos de drogas. Parece que encima de todo esto está tomando metadona para el síndrome de abstinencia de heroína. Al pie de página hay una nota que dice que de hecho es una paciente privada que permanece por voluntad propia. Mujer suertuda. Imagino que a mí no me será tan fácil abandonar la sala. Habitación 2. Deben tener otro maniático suicida ahí. Entrar. Más guantes. Tomar guantes.
I've got enough gloves in my pocket. There's no need to take more.
¿Tiene bolsillos? No, no quiero dormir. No hay nada interesante debajo de la almohada. También está parado. ¿Ya ves? Se ha detenido el tiempo. No. Primero vamos a seguir explorando.
Hello? I guess I should wait my turn.
Bueno, ahí en el... Es el baño, ¿cierto? Sí. De alta. Es un certificado de alta para Ann Burton. Paciente en la habitación 1, ok. Parece que se internó en el hospital por su cuenta y se le permite irse cuando desee. Y si cambio mi certificado, puedo.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
Ok.
Yeah? Well, maybe you shouldn't leave them out on the desk for everyone to see.
If you are looking for something to read, we have some magazines for patients here.
Thanks, but I think I'll pass.
Estos deben ser los documentos a los pacientes. Están amontonados en el escritorio.
Please do not touch these. They are all confidential documents.
I was only going to tidy up.
I'm sorry. Are you one of the housekeepers? Why did you dress up as a patient?
I just can't stand mess, that's all. And there's no need to be sarcastic.
Who's being sarcastic?
Es una basura esta enfermera. Bueno, supongo que no van a dejar pasar.
Excuse me, where's the exit?
It's just down the corridor, ma'am.
Thanks. I'll be on my way then.
Can I see the discharge letter first?
A discharge letter? What for?
Some of our patients are under observation and aren't allowed out of the ward. For their own safety, of course.
It sounds like we're prisoners here.
It's for the patient's safety, ma'am. If you haven't been discharged by the doctors, I'm afraid I can't let you through. May I ask what your name is?
No quiero.
I'll come back later.
Please do, ma'am. We'll be right here.
Bueno, solamente me queda hablar con ella. Apuesto que piensa que esos lentes de borde rojos la hacen ver atractiva. Conozco a su tipo demasiado bien, completamente dedicadas a su trabajo, pero aún así son descerebradas y de mente cerrada. Ay, ¿otra vez? Ahí. Vamos a llamar a
Is
Liz.
Liz here?
And who's Liz?
That young nurse who was here last night. Black hair, very chatty. She said her name was Liz.
I'm sorry. A lot of people come through here. I can't remember everyone's name. Can you return to your bed now, please? It's nearly time for your medication. I can't be chasing around after every single patient.
Beg your pardon?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come and talk to you in a minute, all right?
Ok. ¿Otra vez?
Can I make a phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being used at the moment. Can you please come back in 5 minutes? Thanks.
Esta chica.
I feel much better now. Can you please discharge me?
I'm glad to hear that. But I can't discharge you until Dr. X sees you. He should be doing his round very soon. Please return to your bed and wait for him, alright?
Caracho. Quiero irme.
I'd like to go home now.
Well, so would I. But there are procedures and a system in place. I can't just let you go like that.
What?
Look, I'm very busy at the moment. I'll come
Me
and
parece
talk
que no
to
voy a
you in a
llegar nada
minute,
con ella.
alright?
Pero no hay otro lado donde ir. ¿Qué le pasa? Se parece a alguien que conozco. ¿No será Elizabeth?
Hi. Are you alright? Can we talk for a minute?
I can't talk. Please, just leave me alone.
Oh, I mean you no harm. I'm trapped here, just like you.
Trapped? I don't know. It's just so hard to think without it. But you're a stranger. And you're not one of those lovely nurses either. They look after me so well. I trust the nurses like I trusted my mother.
I just want to talk. I need your help.
Unless it's Mother who sent you. Was it her? Please tell me it was her.
Yeah, sure. I'm a good friend of your mother.
I missed her so much. I can't remember you very well. But you should know this. If you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
Yeah, sure I do. Now, let me ask you.
What is it?
Oh, well...
What is my mother's name?
Alice.
No, you're wrong. Leave me alone. Please, just leave me alone.
Elizabeth, vamos a probar con
If
Elizabeth.
you really are a friend, you will know my mother's name.
Como la
The name
enfermera.
that haunts me.
But I know it. Elizabeth.
No, you'll
Tampoco.
leave me alone.
Bueno, al menos puedo entrar al baño. Parece que hace mucho que no lo vacían. Hay muchos envases de medicamentos tirados aquí, entre otras cosas asquerosas. Registrar. Tomaré uno de estos envases. Bueno, un envase, ¿para qué quiero un envase? Por favor, dejen de escribir mensajes en el espejo. Estamos teniendo dificultades para mantener un alto nivel de limpieza debido a la repentina ausencia de nuestro staff de limpieza, y por eso les pedimos a los pacientes que sean considerados y nos ayuden a mantener el lugar limpio. El espejo está roto, al otro lado un pedazo de vidrio bastante grande. Presionar. Ya, vamos a mear. Moría por ir a un baño desde que me desperté. Ok. Pensé que iba a salir un esto que diga unos minutos después, pero no. Jala, jala, jala. Está bastante sucio. No, casi sale vapor. Cuando abría mi cuarto no salía. Vamos a llamar esto, ¿para qué sirve? Ay, automático.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
I wanted to see how long it takes you to answer the bell.
Look, I'm a nurse. I have a lot of paperwork to do. We're doing our best here. It's not my fault that suicidal fruitcakes like you come here and scratch and piss on the bloody walls.
Hey, don't speak to me like that. I'm not suicidal, and I'm not a fruitcake, and I didn't scratch anything, let alone pissing on the walls.
Why do I bother? I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Ann Burton era la chica, ¿no?
Anne Burton, born in 1975.
Let me just check your name band quickly. Miss Ashworth, I think you got a little confused there. Drink this liquid now. It'll make you all better.
No,
Are
no
you
quiero.
insane? I'm not taking any medication. I'm not ill.
Okay, we are prepared for this. Jim, can you come in, please?
You must be kidding me.
Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm going to give you an injection. You'll feel a sharp scratch. Hold it for me, would you?
Bueno, esa manera de sostenerla es extraña.
Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
O sea, la inyectan y la dejan. Dice SHA. SHA, vamos a apuntarlo por si acaso. SHA. Uy. Este es mi cuarto, pero no quiero ir a mi cuarto. No se puede ir a este cuarto tampoco. ¿Qué es eso? No puedo salir del... Está lleno de drogas. Tan difícil concentrarse, está lleno de drogas. Y no puedo hacer nada para abrirlo. ¿Qué mierda está pasando acá? Desapareció SHA. Ya. Ya me pasó el efecto.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
No sé el nombre de tu madre. Hay un trozo de vidrio. Ah, interesante. Con eso puedo romper el otro, ¿no? Sí, sí, sí. Con eso puedo romper el bulbo, lo que sea que se llame eso. A ver, a ver. Ahora he abierto el agua fría por si acaso.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell?
I'm...
You look fine.
No.
Fine. Oh, but I can't help it if he's... In the meantime, I know how... I think it's time we give... Can you please...
Cada rato le doy medicación, French. ¿Por qué siempre le pregunto el nombre si
Susan
acabo de verla?
Ashworth, 24th of May, 1970.
I'm just going to... That's fine. That's fine. I'd like... We'll help you with...
Ya, tómate las drogas.
That's it. You'll... Now, go back to your room and rest. You'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
Ya. Ya. O simplemente se llama Ya de repente. La mamá de la... Ya. No, no, no. Se escucha gritos. Ya sabía, sí se puede, sí se puede. Narcótico. Genial, genial. Ella puede vagar entre dos mundos, ¿no? Al mismo tiempo. Qué raro. Ya, duerme. Despierta, despierta.
The drugs have worn off, but I can't let them do...
Ya, tu mamá se llama Ya. A ver.
If you really are afraid, the name...
But I know...
Ya. Hago con Ya. Johan.
Sarah.
No.
Carambas. Ahora más cosas. Otro envase, bueno. Basurero, puerta, espejo. Espejo, examinar. Otra vez, una vez más ya. Ya sin vaciar nada. Ahí dice un nombre. O algo así.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell?
I...
Oh,
No, no, no. Quiero mi droga.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell?
I'm...
Oh, you look but I think it's time. Can you...
Susan.
That's...
Apúrate.
That you... Now, go back to your room and you'll be able to relax and have a great sleep.
Vamos, 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 que salga. Ya, otra vez ya. Estas están empañadas, pero este no. Pero yo dejé abierto el esto, ¿por qué no se empañó? Más tiempo de repente tengo que dejar abierto, a ver, vamos a entenderla después ya. Vamos a llenar el otro. Vamos a llenar el otro envase. Ay, no, ya no se puede. No lo marca. Ay, ya no quiere. Ya, tengo una idea. Vamos a dejar empañándose todo. Y después vamos a llamar, ¿ya? Pero vamos a ver que pase un buen tiempo, que se empañe bien. Pura.
The drugs have... But I...
Ya, habría agua caliente. Ajá. Ya, ahí está, mira. Ya. Ale. E-I-L. Sheila. Sheila es el nombre. No era necesario volver a dormir. Ella es la que escribe.
If you really are a friend, you will. The name that haunts me
But I know it. Let me just think for a second.
Ya, la única opción.
Sheila.
Yes. It was my mother who sent you after all. I'm sorry I didn't believe you. But my head's all messed up.
So, let's have a little chat, sweetheart.
Pero ella es Sam Norton. ¿O será Elizabeth?
Do you know how to get out of here?
You're not supposed to get out. We must stay here. Do what they say. Take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave, they give me the red stuff. I wait for it. I'm being good.
What is this red stuff?
It's a drug. My favourite one.
Bueno.
Red stuff takes the pain away. I must stay here. Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering. But it is not the same as the drugs I see in my dreams. On the other side of the mirror, there's a spider's heart full of drugs.
También la ve.
I just can't seem to find it anymore.
I see. Feel like sharing? What's your name?
There is nothing to share. Everyone died. Everyone. And my treat, my red stuff, it's not the same. I keep lying to myself. I'm a mean little liar. Always have been. This vein, you see, it goes straight to my heart. That's why it hurts so much.
¿Qué pasó?
I wish I could, just one more time. But it's all lost now. Everything. I was always happy to settle for a consolation prize, you know?
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Yes, it's all fine. It's just
No está
hard to
bien.
wait, you know? They said I can have it. You know, yeah? So I wait here. Don't want to miss it. That nurse promised it to me. The one with the red glasses. But I think it's been 3 hours already. Why are they late? Do you think something happened? Do you think she changed her mind? Because I swear if she did, I will hurt myself again. I swear to God, I will hurt myself again.
Quiere drogarse.
I'm sure they'll be here in a minute. They're probably just very busy, that's all. What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure happiness. They bring it, I drink it down, and my pain goes away.
La droga.
Without it, I just feel so angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes. I'm dying, I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
¿Quién es él?
Him!
doctor?
Right. Okay. No, probably not.
I need the red medicine. I need it now. I must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff. Do you know where they keep it?
Oh, they have it hidden well. You can't get there. Or maybe you can. I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's where the nurses are. But in my dream, there are no nurses there. I see it, but I can't get it. It's so near, and yet so far. I can still hear the broken heartbeat of the spider's heart.
Araña.
How about we swap our name bands?
Oh yeah, I don't mind. But that would be like a favour to you, yeah?
Sí.
Well, technically, you wouldn't lose anything, because I'd give you my name band instead.
Porque ella puede irse
Does
en
that
cualquier
make
momento.
any sense?
Sure, yeah. I do want something better in return, though. I'm not that stupid. I know you'll use it to get out of here.
Oh, I never said you're stupid. I just really want to go home. Please understand.
That's fine. I don't mind. I'll give it to you if you get me the red stuff. What do you say?
I thought nurses give it to you anyway.
No, not that. I'm talking about the real thing. Something you can only get in the world of dreams. Now that is something special.
Is it safe?
It's perfectly safe.
Ya lo
Okay.
tengo.
I'll see what I can do.
Ya lo tengo.
I'll talk to you later, yeah?
Yes, go. Be careful. They're watching us. And remember, we must be nice to earn the red stuff. Always be nice.
Poor woman.
Está fregada. Pero no entiendo por qué. O sea, a mí me medican bastante y yo aparentemente estoy bien. Pero a ella sí se le nota que está fregada. Y no la quieren medicar. Ella es Elizabeth, ¿no? Ann Norton es Elizabeth. Y Sheila es su mamá. Esa parte que no entiendo. Yo apunté aquí que se llama Liz, no le dicen Liz. La enfermera es Ann Norton, entonces. ¿Y quién miércoles es Elizabeth? ¿Se lo inventó? Como dice que miente siempre. Ya, voy a darle pues. Igual no tengo otra opción, ¿o sí?
I've found the thing you asked me for, but are you absolutely certain it won't harm you?
Don't be silly. Of course it won't.
Fine. I hope you know what you're doing. Can I have your name band now, please?
Yes. No matter what they say, I do keep my promises.
What do they... You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you for your help.
Pero no se fue. Ann Norton. Por si acaso apunto yo. Se llama Ann Jennifer Norton. No tiene nada de Liz ni Elizabeth, no. Ya tengo la pulsera. Vámonos. Y el certificado de salida. Ajá. Entonces sin la pulsera no puedo. Tengo que llamar la atención de la enfermera.
Can I make a phone call, please?
Oh, yes, of course. But the phone's being used at the moment.
Otra
Can
vez,
you
no
please come back?
fastidies.
Thanks.
¿Cómo era esta parte? De repente hay algo que decirle. Algo nuevo.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the...
Ya, que perdemos el mundo, de repente hay otra
Are you
cosa.
really?
De
You
repente
look
ha cambiado
fine to
algo.
me.
No,
Fine, but I can't... In the mean... I think it's time. Can you...
Susan Ash.
I'm just... Oh, I think you got a little confused there, Miss Burton. Good job I spotted this. You wouldn't want to get the wrong medication, would... I'm just going to check your name band now to confirm that. Oh, I think you got a little confused there, Miss Burton. Good job I spotted this. You wouldn't want to get the wrong medication, would you? Here's your sedative and your methadone. I'm sure you were waiting for this, weren't you, sweetheart? That's a good girl. Now, drink it down. You'll feel much better.
Es otro tipo de drogas.
Now, go back to your room and you'll be able to relax and...
Pero no pasa nada. Ahora sí puedo coger. No, tampoco puedo cogerlo esto. ¿Qué se puede hacer? ¿Qué se puede hacer? ¿Qué se puede hacer? Bueno, primero vamos a despertar. Pero ella dijo que esas drogas no le hacían nada y hace exactamente el mismo efecto. Ella no, dijo Susan. Dijo que las drogas que le daban a ella, Ann Norton, ¿no? Que las drogas que le daban a ella no le hacía efecto.
The drugs have worn off, but I...
Ya. Bueno. Basurero, vamos a ir otra vez al baño. Mirar. Levantar tapa. Mirar. No, ni fregando. Ya. Así, creo que era así. Jalar. Ugh. Esta parte me la acordaba. Me acordaba de esta parte, por eso que lo hice tan rápido.
Someone is coming.
Have you rang the bell?
The toilet.
What? Well, that's hardly an emergency.
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out.
Ya,
Just give me a
róbale.
minute. It's the gloves. Again! I guess I'll have to get my hands dirty since the cleaner's called in sick.
Anda, Robert. No se puede correr acá. Listo, ya la tengo. Tomar todo. Creo que preferiría leer una revista. Ahora sí me voy.
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, all right. I didn't realize you knew how to read. There you go. Can I go now?
Of course. Thank you, Mum. We'll see you soon.
No, you won't. Now get out of my way.
Almacén. Quiero entrar. Cerrado. Examinar. Oficina. Abrir. También está cerrado. Oops.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am?
Do you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk. Stretch my legs. Get some fresh air.
Tanto esfuerzo para nada.
Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please relax. There's been a mistake. You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time? You have no idea what I've been through?
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as honestly as possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand.
Es el viejo.
Susan,
El viejo es el que tengo que combatir.
Are you living alone at the moment?
Porque es raro todo esto de... ¿Cómo se llama? Es raro que la medicina, el personal que atiende es súper feo. La chica que desapareció, dicen, ¿no? Aunque supuestamente era mujeriego. No, ella vive sola porque si no, no se hubiera suicidado, ¿no?
I live on my own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy with how things are at the moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
Creo que fue mesera, dijo antes, ¿no? Está sin trabajo. No, vamos a poner que es mesera.
I'm a waitress. I work in a cafe.
You do? Do you like it?
It's okay. I don't mind it. It's just a job.
It's important to keep busy. I'd advise you get back to work as soon as next week.
Para que te vayas mejor, sí.
Describe to me what your mornings look like. What is the first thing you do each day?
Fuma y bebe café. Voy al baño. Lo común.
I
Café y
drink strong
carbón.
coffee and smoke on the balcony. I know it's not a great start for the day, but it's one of my little pleasures in life that I find very hard to say no to.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Yeah,
No leí lo
I
que dijo.
suppose. It's not really about safety. I've just felt sad for a long time now. Really sad, you know? Somehow it brings me down even more when I go out and see all those happy, successful people. It makes me feel more like a failure. If I don't see it, it doesn't hurt that much.
Por eso
What do you
prefiere quedarse en su
think is
casa.
missing in your life? Or rather, what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
¿Dinero? Una
Something to
razón.
fight for, you know? A reason to go on.
There's always a reason to live. Sometimes we just don't see it that clearly.
Well, Doctor, I must have gone all blind then, because I can't see any.
Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
Yes, it didn't help much, as you can see.
Just something to think about. I can see you're really willing to open up and talk about your issues. That's a positive sign.
I haven't really talked about my feelings for a long time.
You're doing very well so far. Do you have problems sleeping?
Bueno, sí se suicidó, pero quiero salir, así que...
Rarely. I sleep well most nights. If anything, I probably sleep too much.
Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
Tengo ganas de irme. Ahora me siento bien, ahora me siento bien.
I feel fine now. I feel like I want to change my life for the better. Not really sure how yet, but I really want to try.
Do you find it hard to concentrate?
Yes, sometimes.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
No.
No,
That's good. Alcohol is a powerful depressant.
I never really liked drinking.
Excellent. Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here.
Obvio, ¿no? Pues si no, no se hubiese suicidado. Pero vamos a poner esto.
No, of course not. I don't know what got into me.
Quiero salir.
It's hard to explain why I did it. I must have thought there was no other options left. But I never used to think about it or plan it. It just happened. As if I'd suddenly lost control. I knew what I was doing was wrong, and yet I was unable to stop it. Strange, isn't it?
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
Ya tengo hambre. Ya, fue un impulso, no me voy a
Just a
poner.
sudden impulse.
Quiero que acabe mi
I'm
diagnóstico y
ashamed
me
of
deje
it
salir.
I had a really rotten day, you know? I felt like I was suffocating between the four walls of my bedroom. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden? Or that life isn't
Ah,
worth
sigue
living?
preguntando muchas cosas. Está muy interesante en realidad lo que dicen, ¿no? Pero quiero que me deje salir del hospital.
Not anymore. It's strange. But I feel lighter. I feel stronger. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
My
Los gatos.
cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
Que me pregunten tantas cosas. Ah, todos son tristes.
People. They've let me down too many times. I don't know who to trust anymore. I only trust my cats these days.
So you say in the suicide note.
Because that's true. I've been stabbed in the back more times than I could count.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
Probably nobody would come anyway. Can you imagine it? Now that's a sad picture. Loved by no one. Missed only by some cats. No tears shed for me. No flowers on my grave. But that's okay. I never liked flowers. I wouldn't miss that.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
¿Quién es Eric?
Yes, your husband. I believe this might be important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had happened between you two?
This has nothing to do with him. Can I go home now, please?
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it.
Pero si le dice
The
que no,
answer is
no lo va a
no.
dejar salir.
I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done
¿Casi?
here.
Última dijo.
There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last night?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe
Huh?
here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
¿Y eso cuándo pasó?
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here. The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute. Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape.
Es San
Let's
Norton,
go
¿no?
down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
Ay, se desapareció. Ahí está.
I think I can hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way.
Vamos, vamos. Muévete.
Turn left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
¿Qué pasó? Ah, está acá. Creo que mejor lo grabo, ¿no? Ok. Voy a
What are we
grabarlo.
doing on the roof?
Sí, exactamente.
Liz,
No se llama Liz.
what the hell are you doing? And why is there blood on your clothes?
Sangre.
Liz,
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape.
Ok.
Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
this is a bad idea. Come down and we'll talk.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now.
Yes, I'm Norton.
Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
So do you remember that story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
Sí. Exactamente.
Yeah. She smoked a cigarette and burned in bed.
Okay. You have listened. Maybe you're right. Or maybe it was just a blind guess.
Menos mal que apunté todo.
But I must jump anyway. I have no choice.
Wait! Please stop and think for a second.
Did you not hear what I said? I have no choice.
¿No tiene elección?
Yes, you do! You can choose to come back inside with me, and we'll just forget this like it never happened, okay?
Do you remember that other thing I told you? I'm sure I told you about my flatmates. Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? I bet you don't remember that.
Ah, era un stripper.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I don't want you to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels. When you're trapped, and you can't trust anyone.
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care, my family don't care, even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when
San
he broke up
Valentin.
with me?
On Valentine's Day.
Yes. Valentine's Day. You and I could have been good friends, you know. You really listened to everything I said after all. I'll be back. When you need help, I'll be there, Susan. But right
Huh?
now, it's time for me to
Igual
let
se va a
go.
saltar.
No!
Mierda. Mierda.
After that, I went back. I tried telling people about Liz, but they all thought I was crazy again and didn't believe me.
And you are absolutely sure you saw Liz jump off this building?
You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this and get some fresh air.
Susan, I know Liz well. She wouldn't do something like that. As a matter of fact, I saw her this morning. She's fine. I'd like you to come with me and see her. Say hi. Make sure she's all right.
Stop
¿No pasó?
treating me like I'm crazy. Fine. I'll go. I don't even care that much anyway. The door is locked?
Uh-oh.
I plan ahead, Susan. I had a feeling in my gut, and my gut's never wrong. I feel like I really got to know you, though. I'm very sorry you've had such a difficult life.
¿Qué? Sí, él es.
I like your green eyes and your sleek cheekbones. You're a clever girl, Susan, but the sadness has poisoned you for too long. There is no coming back from it. For what it's worth, I would have let you go if it wasn't for Liz.
¡Ah! ¡Qué buena canción! ¡Ah, su madre! Pero ya no... Lo que no sabe es que ella no muere. Es inmortal.
Where am I?
Va a regresar. Voy a grabarlo. Ya, creo que ya es suficiente por hoy día. Pero yo quiero grabarlo. O sea, sí quiero guardarlo. Escribe un nombre y presione Enter para guardar. Lo que no entiendo es por qué se vuelve a crear, ¿no? Guardar. Dos voy a poner. A ver. No me permite sobreescribir. Tengo que crear siempre uno nuevo. Ya, bueno, estaba interesante, muy interesante. Pero voy a dejar ahí la transmisión porque ya me dio hambre. No sé, mañana de repente continúo. Vamos a terminar y hasta mañana. O más tarde.